We are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Timothy Judkins here with Kayla Pender.
Nice to meet you guys again.
And we are going over the poll questions that we had for the week. So the ones that got the most votes get the most talked about, is what I say. So the first one that got the most votes was buying during the holidays. Is it a good idea? Should we do it? Should you do it? What do you think?
I think if you don't mind moving in the snow, yes, it is a good idea. There is less competition. You're not going to be fighting with people as far as putting in multiple offers on a property. So more people are going to be more apt to take your offer because there's not people fighting to get in their property.
Also, what I'm seeing is not only is there less competition, but the buyers are more serious. If you're willing to pack your life and move you and the family in the snow, you got to be dead serious. You got to be completely ready for this. You have the money set aside. You have game plans that you're trying to knock out. So more likely you have the serious buyers during this time as well. So if the deal is coming together during the holiday season, coming during the winter time, more than likely both sides are extremely serious about it because they would not be risking it during the snow if it wasn't serious to everybody involved.
That is very true. Yep.
Now the other two were tied. But we're going to breeze over the first one because I think it's like on a case-to-case basis. And should we buy a house that is vacant or should you buy a house that's occupied? Now, I personally believe that, like I said, it's a case-by-case. So sometimes a vacant home can mean a new build, can mean a fix and flip, something recently renovated. Something occupied could have been occupied for 30 years plus before you came into the picture and nothing has been worked on. So what do you think?
I agree. I think it also takes, you got to take into consideration how quick you're wanting to move, because if you're wanting to move ASAP, an occupied home, it's going to take them time to pack up all their things and get out. Most of the time it's still occupied because they need whatever money that you're giving them to buy that house to go move forward with buying another. So sometimes it might end up being a contingent offer. So you're giving them their time to go find something else and move out at the same time. So it depends on how fast you're wanting to move.
Look at you speaking on experience. The other one that was tied for that is should you get a fixer-upper or a move-in ready home? Now, I believe you kind of touched on this before as well. Mm-hmm. If you aren't too savvy on doing your renovations or don't have connections with people who know how to put renovations together, you might want to be in something that's already good to go. Mm-hmm. But if you are savvy and you think you have the ability to do these things or you have these connections that can make that happen for you, then you actually might save on a good deal getting something that's a fixer-upper versus something that's move-in ready.
Right, correct, yeah. And I think that also goes in hand with how fast you're wanting to move. It could be a fixer-upper that you've got to do a lot of work on before you can move into it. So you got to know if you're going to have the time to do that.
That is a big deal. Yeah, and sometimes when you go into the fixer-upper lifestyle world, it might be bigger than you thought it was. Mm-hmm. The situation might be way deeper than you thought it was. You might want to get a few inspectors involved. You want to review things multiple times, because I can't tell you how many times I've had to deal with somebody who's like wanted to take out a wall or do something with the roof, and then you discover whole new things that you never knew was there. And don't fall into the mistake of, because I'm buying a fixer-upper, I'm not going to get an inspection report because I plan to do blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? You definitely should check out all aspects before you do anything. The more knowledge you have, the more you know, the more you can do. So.
I agree. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the answers. I hope it answered some questions for you guys. And if you have any ideas of what you want us to ask you for the next poll, please let us know, or else we're just winging it and we're coming up with questions that we think that the public might have questions on. So.
Definitely. Send us a message if you're too shy to ask about these things publicly. It's not an issue. We'll add your question to the poll. Mm-hmm. And next Thursday, we will be answering the next one.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right,
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Have a good one.